Hi, CMattDye here. Thanks for stopping by and checking out the video. Today I want to talk about a favorite wallet app of mine called Poki. And Poki came about a few months ago. If we check out the history, you can see they first minted in late November. And then they had another mint over here. So they minted, the first mint was for 200 ADA. The second mint was for 200 ADA. And then they're going to have a third mint in a few months, supposedly. Should be 100 or 146 more. But right now there's 467 NFTs, 362 owners, unique owners, at about 77.5% of the total supply. And the floor is holding around 775 right now. And you can see after that second mint, it kind of hovered around a little bit, and then the floor just started to take off because people were seeing the value. The main dev is in the Discord every single day, posting multiple messages, most of the time updating, usually every other day, giving us updates of what's being worked on. A lot of time it's every day, what's being worked on, what the future is going to be like, and what is next on the priority list. So that's kind of important. I love the transparency, and apparently other people do as well because the floor is going crazy. So usually it's been maintaining mostly above 800 ever since pretty much since January began. Over 700, and then it gets over 800 and it drops to 700 and jumps back up. And right now it's going to be interesting, like what happens, how that supply is going to be worked out, because some people are selling, but there's a lot of people buying above 700. So that's one thing to take note of. So anyway, let's get into the pass itself. So this is the mobile app, and this just shows how it looks. It looks very nice. It shows your charts. It has everything down here. There's a 180 day, which just got added recently to the desktop version, and it will be added to the mobile version pretty soon. So that's one thing to point out here. You can see your collection. You can see the analytics tab down there. This is your collection here, and you can see that how the analytics looks. And then this is another look at the analytics. Trending collections, it shows that. And if you see down here, it says zombie collections. I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. But this is anything that hasn't sold in the last 10 days. This says 7 days here. But it just shows you, the last sell of this item was 19 days ago. So that's kind of interesting. These are the different plans. So you have your free version, and then you have your premium version. Your premium version, obviously, you own the lifetime pass. And then eventually they're going to have the monthly and yearly subscriptions. So the free version, you can value your NFTs and you can have your portfolio analytics. The premium version, you have those two, plus you can add unlimited wallets. You can access your portfolio history. You can also see your listed assets on the secondary market, like JPEG Store, for example. They're going to add token and coin tracking, mobile app push notifications, trait floor valuations, and then you're going to be able to see your staked assets at some point. One thing to point out is the dev is the guy behind CNFT alerts. So you know that there's a lot of experience there and a lot of love for the project. So this is what the app looks like on the desktop. So you have your portfolio, you have your 24 hour, 7 day, 30 day, 90 day, and 180 day. So it shows all of that, and you can see everything updates in real time, what's gone up, what's gone down, the listed assets you can see. You have your biggest gainers, biggest decliners, which is pretty cool. And you can scroll down. With this app, you can only see the NFT collection that you own if it has over 50,000 volume. So anything under 50,000 volume, you won't be able to see. Like if something just came out recently and it just doesn't have that yet, then you won't be able to see it. but this tells you how much share you have, like of different projects, how big it is in your actual portfolio. You can click on the link and it tells you, your portfolio share. You can look at that particular group, like how it's grown, what it looks like. So that's kind of neat. And let's get into the mobile app. So the analytics, we did look at that, but it was a very, very small screen. So this is my favorite piece of the mobile app, your portfolio scoreboard. It tells your ease of liquidation, your volatility, and your diversification. So my ease of liquidation is very high. 92% of the collections that I'm invested in had sales in the past 7 days. That's good. Volatility, 21% of the collections I'm invested in fluctuated more than 20% in their floor price in the last 7 days. So only 21%, that gives me low volatility. And then diversification, mine's very high. Maybe I'm a little too diversified, but 8 of the collections that I'm invested in made up more than 80% of my total portfolio value. That's kind of cool. And then below this is where they would show the zombie collections. Like this hasn't sold in the last 10 days, or this hasn't sold in the last 20 days. So you know that the enthusiasm for that might be going away, or there might just be a few of them and just they don't have any buyers right now because it's a bear market. So, you can make the decision on that. But I wanted to highlight that, talk about the project, talk about the floor a little bit, because that's interesting. If it can get back above 900, I'm thinking that as long as it can, stay above 900 for a few days, maybe it's going to take off after that. If it can't and it stays around 700, maybe it does pull back a little. You never really know. But this is a nice project. You can see a lot of sales have gone off. Somebody bought it 855, 840, 888, 880. And you had a few sells. If I scroll down, everything's in the 800s and the 700s, 800s, 700s, and then a couple in the 900s. So, the project is nice. It's good to have a dev in the Discord talking every single day. So I'm going to have this linked below their website, getpoke.com. You're going to be able to, have the Discord down below, the Twitter down below. So if you're interested at all in this project, I encourage you to get in their Discord and ask questions. That's how we learn and grow as people. So, you do have that. So hopefully you appreciate the video. If you did, hit the like button. I would appreciate that. Appreciate you for watching. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you around the crypto markets. Take care.